Yeah, thanks very much. Between 11 and 12 this morning. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, goodbye.
Here, Vic, what do you reckon? Which one of these says management to you?
Blue. Yeah, definitely blue.
Yeah? Here, you know, they say that 60% of interviews fail or succeed depending on the colour of the tie that the applicant's wearing.
Well, in that case, Terry, I suggest you wear black, because at your age, your chances are pretty much dead in the water.
Yeah, well, Brewery asked me back, so I must be doing something right. Viv, what do you reckon?
Well, green, obviously.
Do you want me to go up to school, you love?
No, I'll sort it out. Shouldn't you be at the front? Donna, hurry up. You don't want to be late for school today, of all days.
Right. This is it.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah, you'll need it.
Oh, you'll be fine. Scott, bathroom's free. Get cracking.
Oh, I can handle this on my own, honest.
I don't want you to worry about it, love. I'll sort this out.
Those Sugden boys picking on a little girl, it's out of order.
Can't you just forget it? It was nothing, really.
You call that nothing? You come home last week with your face bashed in, and now this.
How can me and your dad forget it? What type of parents would that make us, eh? No, the Sugden boys are going to get what's coming to them. And I'm going to find out exactly what's going on at that school.
Mr. Clark, that was a clear infringement of the school rules. You were right out 100 times to not snog Rachel Hughes in the corridor.
Don't worry, I'll get my punishment later on. Viv Windsor's coming in, remember?
I hope she's calmed down since last night. She was really mad. Thought it was best not to go into too much detail.
Well, when she finds out the truth today, she'll blow another fuse.
Oh.
I'll look forward to more of that later on.
You will now, will you?
Well, after a tongue lashing from Viv Windsor, I'll certainly be in need of a little restorative therapy.
She certainly can be a battle axe.
Oh, she's terrifying. I certainly wouldn't like to get on the wrong side of her.
Isn't that what you're just about to do?
Bye, Elizabeth. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, do you agree with me or not?
About what?
You mean you haven't heard a word that I've been saying?
I've heard it 1,000 times. Kim did this, Steve did that. And they pulled off the crime of the century. Far too busy for all this, Chris, especially with Paddy away.
Yeah, but this is important.
Isn't it always?
Do you think the reason the police are still digging for the money is because Steve hasn't told them where it is?
Your powers of deduction are uncanny.
Yes, but maybe he hasn't told them because he doesn't know himself. I mean, it could be the case, couldn't it?
Who do you think I am, Chris? Zoe Tate, vet detective. I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, but surely you must have an opinion.
Well, there might be something you've overlooked.
What?
With the men doing the digging.
Yeah,
Or perhaps they aren't police at all.
I don't follow.
Perhaps they've been hired by Kim to dig a tunnel to the remand centre to spring Steve.
You're not taking this seriously, are you?
Well, you're taking this seriously enough for both of us. Steve is in jail. The money will turn up eventually. You've won, Chris. Now get on with your life.
Till they're both in jail. This is my life.
Nurse, quickly!
It's all right. It's all right. I just dropped the last piece of the jigsaw.
It's all right, nurse. We have to be careful, you know. Head injuries can be unpredictable. Blackouts and dizziness are quite common.
I didn't black out. I feel absolutely fine. Now, all I want to do is go home.
You've had quite an ordeal, Kathy. I think you'll be here for a few more weeks.
Weeks?
Please, get on the bed.
I can manage. You know, I could just leave, you know. I don't need your permission to discharge myself.
That's true, but I wouldn't advise it.
But I feel fine.
I know.
Terry seemed very confident about his interview this morning. He certainly looked the part.
Well, he's not a bad-looking bloke.
Yeah, if you go for the older look.
Well, that's rich, coming from you. I saw your little episode in the street. She looked old enough to be your mother.
Cass, now that's history. I'm talking about you and Terry. Look, if he leaves, will he miss him?
Suppose.
Because if he goes, it'll just leave you and me.
You and me? There is no you and me, is there, Scott?
Isn't there?
Look, Alan, I could really do with some assistance here. I'm going to slip a disc at this rate.
All right. I'll see if I can find a good Samaritan for you. Scott, you seem to like hanging round here. Why don't you come and help Ashley move these crates?
Look a bit heavy.
They are a bit heavy, take my word for it.
Terry never had a problem with it. You know what, Grandad? I think you should think about asking Terry back. We could do with a bit of muscle round here.
Yes, he certainly had his uses.
Yes, all right. Where do you want them?
I'm not sure about this, Chelsea. Perhaps we just listen. You just keep your mouth shut. We stick to the same story, right? Right? Okay. We blame Robert and Andy.
Yeah, but supposing...
Chelsea! Remember, keep your mouth shut and keep to the story.
So he sounded pretty keen then?
Absolutely. He said the money's in place and he wants to complete the deal as soon as possible.
I can't believe it. It's been such a long time since I've had any good news, I'd forgotten what it felt like.
Morning, Laura.
Good morning.
Why the smile?
Laura and I have just closed a sale on one of the stud horses.
And we've negotiated a pretty good deal.
Excellent. Well, Kim, next time you visit Steve, you can tell him he needn't have gone to all the trouble of stealing one.
How do you know I went to visit Steve?
I'm sorry, Kim. I told him. I didn't think it was a secret.
No, it's not. I went to visit Steve to tell him how betrayed and disappointed I felt. It was an extremely painful and humiliating experience.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
And I won't be seeing him again.
How heartbreaking. Anyway, I've got an appointment. Don't want to be late for it. Do keep up the good work.
I wonder what all that was about.
Indeed.
Right. How much money have you got? Well, I've been saving up, so I've got about 60 quid. 60 quid? Butch, when was the last time you went shopping? Shopping? I've never been shopping. That's what I mean. That's why I need your help here. You see, you know your way around and that, don't you? And I thought you could help me pick out a bargain or two.
Yeah, well, bargains maybe, but I don't know anywhere that's giving it away.
Look, I don't want anything for nothing, you know. I'm fully prepared to spend all of that 60 quid.
Donna, will you come in, please?
Someone to see you, Martin. Report to the visitors' room.
Kim.
Let me make myself perfectly clear, Donna. Your behaviour has been totally unacceptable. First we had the incident with the nose stud, then the complete collapse in the standard of your work, and now you've resorted to bullying.
You're really letting yourself down, Donna. You're a bright girl, but if you don't shape up...
But There are no buts, Donna. We know exactly what went on in the playground yesterday, and we will not tolerate it. There's no place for bullies here. Oh, I've just had the unpleasant task of informing Chelsea's father, Mr. Campbell, that Chelsea's being removed with immediate effect from Hot and Comprehensive.
What do you mean?
A place will be found for her at a school that's better equipped to deal with her behavioural problems. Now, without Mr. Clark's intervention on your behalf, I would have resorted to the same course of action in your case, but I hope that by removing Chelsea we'll see an immediate improvement in the standard of your behaviour and work.
I'm really sorry.
You've got a lot of potential, Donna. Now, you've been given another chance, but remember, it's your last chance.
Do you understand, Donna?
Yeah.
lovely day. Been out yet?
What do you want, Chris?
I'm glad to see that you could take time out of your busy schedule to see me. It's a bit depressing in here, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have a word with my decorators.
Very good. Glad to see that you've still retained your sense of humour. Let's hope you're still smiling when I'm finished.
What do you mean?
I saw Kim today. Oh, she doesn't send her regards. No, she was very happy. Radiant, even.
I've had enough of this. Get out.
She was explaining how she'd just come into rather a lot of money. You know, I hope you're the only one that knows where the money's hidden, Steve.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, the boys in blue, they haven't unearthed it. So perhaps someone else has. What do you think?
I just told you. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Think about it, Steve. Put yourself in Kim's position. She's an attractive woman, if you like that sort of thing. And suddenly, she's got her hands on a sack full of cash. Husband banged up. You getting the picture?
Listen, I love Kim, and she loves me. And whatever happens, she'll always stand by me.
You don't really believe that, do you? I mean, even you should realize by now that Kim's loyalties remain firmly fixed on herself. And the sooner you realize that, the better the deal you get for yourself. You should think about it. After all, you've got plenty of time.
Boy. Would you fancy me in this, sir? Huh?
I've just had Paul Kelly on the phone.
Well, that was quick. When can you finalise the deal?
There is no deal. He's pulled out.
He's pulled out? Why?
There's no easy way to say this, Kim. He's found out on the grapevine about Steve stealing Orsino.
But surely he
the
can't...
Paul Kellys of this world don't like uncertainties, Kim. Everything has to be seen to be above board.
So I'm guilty by association. It's ridiculous.
It took Mr. Kelly less than 1 hour to get the full story on Steve. I think we can safely assume that every dealer in thoroughbred horses knows the story. The stud's reputation is ruined.
So what can I do about it? I've already stopped seeing Steve. I mean, how can I make my separation more official?
Well, you could consider divorce.
Divorce, Steve?
I'm just suggesting that you might consider the possibility.
I don't think I can take much more.
Look, while your name's still Marchant, there's going to be a black cloud hanging over the stud.
I really can't handle this right now.
I know it's been tough for you. Take your time, think things over. You don't have to come to a decision today.
Oh, but I suppose you need one tomorrow, is that it?
No, of course not.
I really don't know what to do anymore.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call your granddad over generous.
You're lucky you got paid at all.
Yeah, well, if you put the effort in, expect to get some kind of reward.
What did you have in mind?
Well, something slightly more interesting than lifting crates. Yeah, me and you, we have something in common.
Such as?
We both know how to have a good time. Think about it. But don't take too long, because I'm not a patient type.
Hey, Scott. Trish here? Oh, hey, I've got some great news. You're not going to believe this.
You got the job?
Well, the job is much more than that, mate.
Well?
The brewery want me to manage a new rock and roll theme pub in Dundee.
Rock and roll?
Yeah, it's like a dream come true. And the best bit is, I can pick my own staff.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, you should have seen me at the interview. All these ideas came flooding out. I amazed myself. We're going to have the Elvis Lounge, the Eddie Cochran Suite where we can have functions, and the Buddy Holly Bar. All the staff are going to be wearing blue suede shoes. It's going to be a knockout.
Oh, that's really exciting. I wish something like that would happen to me.
Well, it can do. I want you to come with me.
To Dundee?
Yeah, you and me, we can make a right go of it.
Yeah, well, I suppose you can go, can't you? There's nothing stopping you. Well, apart from your granddad, I suppose.
I don't know what to say. It's all a bit sudden. Can I think about it?
Well, don't tell me you don't fancy it. There's a little light gone on in your eyes.
Is there? But Terry, I'm just starting to enjoy myself here. I could get my head round it. I can't just pack up and go.
Yeah, well, take time to think about it. The brewery don't need my answer till morning.
The morning?
Yes, I'll need yours tonight. Hey, Trish, you won't regret it. I know we can make it work. I'm off to tell Vic.
Let's make your mind up, time. Butch, you're supposed to get something that fits you. What size are you?
Well, I'm the same size as my dad, but just a bit bigger.
Excuse me, love. Have you got anything that'll fit my mate here?
So you see, Mrs. Windsor, the circumstances surrounding Donna's injury are not what you were led to believe.
Far from being the victim in this affair, Donna was actually one of the bullies.
There must be some kind of mistake. How Donna a bully? You've got it all wrong.
She's already admitted that she attacked Robert Sugden.
Then he must have deserved it. Those Sugden boys are nothing but trouble. Just wait till I get my hands on their mother.
And do what exactly?
Teach her a lesson.
Mrs. Windsor, do you and your husband use the language of violence around the home?
Violence? No. Well, I mean, it's just a figure of speech, isn't it? Yeah, what you getting at?
We often find children with behavioural problems come from a troubled home background.
What troubled background? I hope you're not trying to suggest we're one of those dysfunctional families.
We're not trying to suggest anything of the sort, Mrs. Windsor. Just that we want to make sure that Donna doesn't encounter any of the difficulties that her sister Kelly did.
That is a good one, that is. As far as I remember, Kelly's difficulties began when one of your teachers started having an affair with her.
I think we should try and calm down and think what's best for Donna.
Yes, you're right. Donna's the most important one. And if you can suggest anything I can do to help.
You don't get involved in many parent-teacher activities, do you, Mrs. Windsor?
We come to the parents' evening. Me and Vic have a business to run. We're very busy.
You'd be surprised how often that's the excuse in cases like this. Parents too busy to take time out for the children's welfare.
Vic and I would do anything to help Donna.
We're planning a day trip to Bolton Abbey. We need some parent volunteers. Donna's class is going. Now, it'll give you and her time away from school and the pressures at home to chat and get to know each other again.
Sounds great. Count me in.
Good. I'll put your name down straight away.
Right.
Let him give us a couple of teas, please. I'm knackered.
Well, you'd best have some sandwiches as well. Build up your strength.
Where have you been?
This been helping me get some new gear. I got some right bargains, didn't I, Biff?
Yeah. Butcher's trying to impress a mystery lady.
Oh, dressing to kill, eh? But new clothes are only just the start, Butch.
Yeah? I don't get you.
Well, it's one thing to try and look the part, but then what?
Where are you going to take her?
Take her? I don't know. Where am I going to take her?
Oh, Graham.
Hi.
So, how did it go?
A little differently than I expected. Somehow, Miss Strickland managed to get Viv Windsor to volunteer to go on the trip to Bolton Abbey.
So you're going to have to spend the whole day with Viv Windsor in Year 8?
So it would seem.
Well, let me know how it goes.
I won't have to.
Why?
You see, I put your name down too.
Oh, no, Graham, tell me you're joking. You're kidding.
Right, that's it.
Mandy? Are you there? I want a word with you.
Butch, I'm busy.
Yeah, but I've got something I need to ask you. It's very important.
I can't lend you any money.
No, I don't want your money.
What have you done? Oh, you look great.
Do you like it?
Smart.
Yeah, it's the new me. I've been done over.
I think you mean you've had a makeover.
Yeah, that's it.
What's so important?
I've been thinking, I thought perhaps we should have dinner. How's about tomorrow night?
Dinner?
Well, a curry.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Great. That's that sorted then.
Hiya, Dave. Take me home, please.
Righto.
Laura, I need to speak to you about these invoices.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not doing anything this evening other than enjoying myself.
Well, you do look rather glamorous. What's the occasion?
A night at the opera. Rigoletto, my favourite.
Oh, intrigue, sex and murder. Bit of light relief after working at Home Farm.
As it goes, I have a whole box entirely to myself, courtesy of a disgustingly wealthy client who I just made even wealthier. Perhaps you'd like to join me?
A night out? Why not? But I'll only come on one condition.
Which is?
You'll allow me to buy you dinner afterwards.
It's a deal.
I'll go and freshen up.
Why is he looking so pleased with himself?
We're going out on the town.
Surely that goes above and beyond the call of duty, Laura.
Just a pleasant evening out, that's all.
Did Chris say anything about where he went this morning?
He didn't mention it. I didn't ask. Why?
Just wondered.
All I know is he was in a very good mood when he got back.
And he didn't say why?
No.
Strange. Whenever Chris has some little victory, he's very quick to share it.
Perhaps he's changing. People do, you know.
Chris, change. Two words spring to mind. Leopard and spots.
So, made out your mind yet?
About what?
About you and me. You up for it?
Well,
Well, what?
have you made up your mind yet about coming with me to Dundee?
Well, I haven't had a chance to think it over yet.
The brewery need an answer by tomorrow.
I haven't even told Grandad yet.
Come on, Trish. You're a big girl now. You can make your own mind up, can't you?
Yeah, thanks. Well, he's right, Trish. I mean, it's your decision. Look, why don't you sleep on it? But I really need to know tomorrow.
Okay, look, I'll see you tomorrow. But you better go, just in case Grandad sees you.
This is Terry's big chance, Trisha. What are you going to do?